Hey guys, good morning. It's 11:16 on January 18th, and I'm really struggling today. I woke up this morning about 3:45. I was really trying to kick this year off right. I am good at making commitments. I'm good at seeing those commitments through. But for some reason this year, I'm having a really hard time getting my head on straight and trying to figure out what is it I really want for myself. I'm 55 years old. I am a retired Army vet. Um, I teach resiliency to Army soldiers. And so um, I see myself as this person who lives a really peaceful life. My husband and I are empty nesters. I've been married for 28 years and I practice yoga. I practice meditation. I try to practice the principles that I teach. And yet here it is, January 18th, 2022, and I'm struggling. So what is the struggle, right? What is the struggle? The struggle is that I see myself being all of these things, right? I see myself as wanting to set an example for my two daughters. I see myself as someone who is fit and healthy. And yet I do things to kind of self-sabotage, right? So yesterday we were on a road trip and made a stop, and I got myself a bag of potato chips and some healthy chocolate covered almonds, and I ate literally all of those almonds except for about 10 because I didn't want to finish the bag. And about half a bag of a regular bag of Lay's potato chips. And so weight has always been a problem for me in my mind. When I was in the Army, I was a really big runner. I have never been had a runner's body because I'm just not. Um, the less I've weighed was after I retired in 2007, and I had a lot of time to exercise and work from home, and I could choose really good meals, and I made smart decisions until about 2007, until I had a hysterectomy and opened a candy store. And so then I really started picking the weight back up then and kind of stayed around 145, 150. And um, my activity level has really decreased because I have some issues, nothing major. I have back pain, and right now I have a torn rotator cuff, so that really does hamper my ability to do the things that I want to do. I try to talk myself out of it, and I still um, try to continue working through the pain and to not let it get me down, because I do believe that I do have the power to control how I feel. And so I keep telling myself that, hoping that the pain will go away. And so the struggle, yeah, the struggle is real. Like, the struggle is really real. And so how do I marry up how I see myself and who I want to be and the values that I truly hold, um, and yet continue to self-sabotage? I get up every morning at around 4:30, 4:45. Um, I was doing yoga. A shout out to Bikram yoga. I really love doing hot yoga, and I was doing that for a couple years off and on, COVID and all that kind of stuff. And I got back into it, and then I injured myself. I got COVID, and I'm having some issues related to COVID. And so I'm trying to work through all that as well as this shoulder injury. And then my dog has an injury too. And so I try to spend time with her while I'm trying to get her healed up. So I have really decreased my activity. I try to get 15,000 steps in a day. And I'm pretty good at doing that. I usually get in more than 10,000 at least 6 or 7 days a week. So I usually get my 15,000 steps in 5 days a week on an average week, which I don't like not getting my steps, but sometimes I just try to ease up on myself, right? And say, so what? Like, you don't get 15,000 steps. It's not worth walking laps around the living room for 2,000 steps because I don't want to go outside or whatever. So I'm sitting here today, blessed, so truly blessed to be working from home, which this isn't working. But in a way it is because I teach resiliency. And so how do we get the mind and body in the same space, right? Like, how do we do that? How do we make the decisions every day when we wake up to be able to say, this is how I want to live my life. And this is what I have to do. And these are the decisions I have to make every day when I choose for myself what's important, right? And also, I think a big part of it is like being married, and my husband, who is 6'4" and weighs, 200 pounds, he doesn't have the same issues I do. And we have two very different beliefs about health and fitness. And I am not a big TV watcher, even though I do get caught up in murder and mayhem sometimes. And I'm trying really hard to not do that. And instead, I did set a reminder on my Fitbit, in my calendar to do 2 1-minute planks every night. I have it set for 7 p.m. And I have been able to do that since the new year, except for once. And I painted all day and I decided I did enough and I don't need to do 2-minute planks after painting all day. So 55 years old, want to live healthy and to really set a good example for my daughters. I'm about to have my very first biological grandbaby, even though I've been a grandma for 5 years with my sweet baby Kamaya, who is our bonus grandbaby. But we are very excited. We're about 21 days out from being grandparents. And so how do I stay healthy and fit and well in order to be what I see myself being at 55? Like, I truly cannot believe I'm 55. I have so many things I want to do. I want to hike. I want to kayak. I want to ride my bike and to stay fit and healthy while I battle all these little aches and pains and while I drink wine and eat potato chips and chocolate covered almonds. And so how do I start making decisions? And let me just say that I'm generally pretty good about eating healthy. I do meal prep. And as I continue to make these videos, I can, share that with you. But it's that I'm probably a 90%er. I eat healthy 90% of the time. And then I beat myself up when I make a really bad decision, like eating 1,530 calories worth of chocolate covered almonds, plus probably another 750 in potato chips. So I know I know what to do. I know how to do it, yet I struggle. And so, what is that about? All right, so this is the very first time I made a video, and so I don't even know if I'll ever do anything with this, but I just wanted to put it out there in the air. And I also want to, at some point, like, see if I'm the only one struggling and see if I can, like, find people who relate to me, who have the struggle. And it doesn't matter how old you are, or how young you are, or how fit you are, but how do we shore up the cognitive dissonance and being and becoming the person that we want to be? And I tell myself all the time, like, when I retire, I'm gonna kayak, and when I retire, I'm gonna hike, and when I retire, but why? Why do I have to wait until I retire to do those things? Like, today, today, I can do that. Beyond um, walking in the mornings and beyond going to yoga when I can make it. I don't have to wait till I retire. And I need to start today doing the things that I need to do the right way in order to live the life that I want to live. Are you with me? Am I the only one that does this? All right, Elizabeth Dixon out.